Okay, let's jump right into it. Let's get right into the meat potatoes of this thing right here. We're gonna keep it short and sweet. Most people who know me know I only deal with two social medias. I heavily deal with Twitter. So if you know me on Twitter, my name is Masai Boss on Twitter. If you know me on Facebook, my name is John Boss on Facebook. Okay, so I got this concept that I've been thinking about for about a few months now. Actually, I've been thinking about it for quite some time, but I just really started to put it in play a few months ago. I have some wise counsel that I feel like that I really pay attention to. I have some older guys that I feel like really are teaching me and really grooming me to take myself further into being, a changed young man, going into, to my 40s. And the concept that I have is called regaining your life. So what regaining your life is? Regaining your life is just a concept that I had for African American men at first. A restoration, continual process for an African American man. But then I started thinking about it. Why not do the whole, African American family? Because a family is a triangle dynamic. You have man, woman, and child. And I feel like you can't just change the man in a family and think the rest of the family is going to be okay. You can't just change the woman in the family and think the rest of the family is going to be okay. You can't just change the child and think that the parents are going to be okay. This has to be something that it has to be a whole family dynamic. Now, I understand in my mind with my ideology, I feel like when it comes to change in society, when it comes to change globally, I feel like men are called upon to lead the charge of change. Now, a lot of people telling me, hey, this is impossible. And they're like, what are you trying to do is impossible because, obviously, if you look at me, I'm a guy with a big beard, I'm a guy with gold in my mouth and stuff like that. And those are exterior things. Yes, I can remove this. Yes, I can shave this. Yes, I can take the do-rag off. And yes, I can still look like possibly a totally different person. But the truth of the matter is, more people that I meet always tell me they would rather have me on their team than against them. So that's a good thing. And on top of that, when people telling me that something is impossible, that's the best thing a person can tell me because now it gives me something to really bust my ass to go make it possible. So this concept of regaining your life, restoring the African American family will bleed into Latin American families, Asian families, uh, white families, whoever, because ultimately this will end up being a life-changing concept. So what happens is it's not just only for my people, but the thing of it is, I don't have to give you guys no sympathy, no empathetic story about while I'm doing it or whatever, because just look at the news. Look at social media. If you're an African American person, I shouldn't even have to tell you why I'm doing what I'm doing and why I'm trying to play a part in changing our family dynamics and changing us as individuals. I shouldn't have to even tell you about that because you can see it on a daily basis. And for people who are not African American, guess what? Y'all are pretty much just as equal to us. Everybody has great, good apples in society, and everybody has bad apples in society. So what I'm trying to do is focus on my proximity, my city and the surrounding areas, which is Houston, Texas, and surrounding areas that I'm trying to focus on. And I'm trying to, like I said, do a continual restoration process. Now, what I'm asking you guys to do for this GoFundMe right now is I know what I want to do initially and things that I need initially to start, because I want to start a podcast for one, which I'm kind of starting right now, but I have to do a few more things to get it up and running the way that I want it to do so I can incorporate more voices than myself. So I'm starting a podcast. I want to get some education material, and I want to go to start going to different venues around my town and doing little seminars and things like that to help, to speak to a larger crowd outside of the social media world, because I'm in and out the city like all the time, and it's kind of hard to stop every 5 seconds and try to, you know, educate and put knowledge into every person that I see. I'll never make it home by then. I'll never be able to go to work. So eventually I want to start talking in the venues and doing more, enclosed events. And so what I'm asking for my GoFundMe page is just to start right now of a goal of $5,000. $5,000 is the only thing. I know a lot of people was like, man, shoot for 1,000, shoot for 1,000, shoot for 1,000. But I kind of felt like people would look at that and be like, oh man, he's only shoot for 1,000. He's looking for a quick fix and he's trying to go. I'm asking for $5,000 because what that would do with this GoFundMe page, if I need to pay for a few venues to throw a few meetings with different you know communities around the city, that I could be able to fund those myself if need be. My podcast will be taken care of. I'm getting that done right now. And so with GoFundMe, like, trust me, if I can reach the $5,000 mark, man, ASAP, that'll be great. If I can reach more than that, donate. If you like what I'm saying, like, I'm a person I'm a straight shooter. I'm gonna just keep it raw and uncut. Like, I'm trying to do my part in restoring what my neighborhood, restoring my people, to help these kids. I don't want to even say I see a lot of fatherless kids, because I see kids that are that do have fathers, and they're not necessarily physically fatherless. They're emotionally fatherless. They're mentally fatherless. And so what I want to do, I feel like I got to spark the mind of these young men, and these older men too, because we have a lot of lost older men too. And with a few of my other acquaintances that have been pretty much pouring into me and instilling knowledge and wisdom into me, we can get this thing started. We already been working on a book. We've been working on a few DVDs. Like I said, we got a podcast that we're getting together. And, hopefully with the blessings of the Almighty and the blessings of you people, and thank you in advance for the ones who decide to jump on board. Like I said, thank you in advance. And if you decide to donate to my GoFundMe, blessings to you. Thank you. You're going to see this money in motion. And be looking for content, be looking for to come and be a part of venues. We're gonna start with the men, and very slowly and surely, I'm gonna get my wife incorporated, and I'm gonna get a few other trusty females that I know that will be able to garner the ship and start something with the ladies of the city and the ladies of the surrounding city, and build a social media presence. I know one thing I know about society, like, I don't have a problem with doing public speaking. I love public speaking. That's what I feel like I'm here to communicate, but I know a lot of people do have a problem with public speaking. I know that's like pretty much the number one fear in our society right now is public speaking. Many people could tweet, many people could send out, posts and everything like that, but many of people are not comfortable with public speaking, and I understand that. So yet again, GoFundMe, I'm asking for 5,000 right now. So I'm trying to make a goal of 5,000 so I can get this thing initially rolling. To show y'all some results. And from that 5,000, I will increase it. Depending on how fast we're moving, and the amount will be increased. So hopefully we'll see some good things, and thank you in advance to everyone who do donate and whoever watched this video. I know it's pretty long, it's about 10 minutes. So till then, Facebook, Dunn Boss on Facebook, Twitter, Messiah Boss on Twitter, at Messiah X5 is the handle. At Messiah X5 is the handle. I'm really on Twitter all the time. People ask me why I don't get on Instagram. I just feel like 1 or 2 social media platforms is enough for right now. I'm manhandling everything by myself, so I don't need, 7 or 8 different social media. Yeah, I don't need all that, So thanks for everything, and man, I hope to gain you guys' trust and get you guys pledges and donations, because I'm really trying to start something, and I really want to incorporate a movement not only in my city that will go to other cities. I'm not a person who claiming to be woke or nothing like that. I just want to educate. I just want to get people on the right track. I want to get people to regain their life back. A lot of people have stated to me that they feel like they don't know why they're here. They don't feel like they have a purpose anymore. They just feel like they're just spinning the wheels and waiting to die. And I've been in that stage before, and it's not a good place to be in. And it just so happened that with a lot of prayer and just having a good group of friends that keep me laughing and telling me the right stuff, that I was able to get out that hole. So, but like I said again, thank you in advance, and man, I hope you guys really get down and pledge with me on this. Until then, I'm out.